Yeah, my camera doesn't go for long, guys. I can only make like an hour and like 10-minute videos now. It's sad, huh? Really, Ivan? What the fuck? Yeah, but my phone doesn't go for long anymore. It can go for maybe an hour and like 17 minutes on my phone. It used to go for like almost like 2 hours. I when I listened to the series, I had like 4 parts. I had like three 30-minute parts and like one like 15, 17-minute part. Yeah, my phone doesn't go for that long anymore because it's getting old. I bought it like 5 years ago. It's a 2019 Samsung. I should probably get a new phone. Not sure I might buy a new one. An iPhone, Ivan? Nah, probably the Samsung's cheaper. I'll get the Samsung. iPhone, I'll wait till I have money and I'll buy it. But for now, I'm just gonna stick to the Samsung because I'm used to the what? I'm used to the way the Samsung phone works. I'm not used to the iPhone, the way the iPhone phone works. That's why I'll just get the new Samsung. Obviously, better video quality, everything, right? Yeah. Yeah. I'll get a coffee to get like 10 minutes. Make my coffee, obviously. That why VJ cries, Ivan? Of course, man. She has many reasons why she cries. She loves me. She wants to be with me. She's has so much from love. She wants to see the light badly, and she doesn't want to miss out on that billionaire life with me, man. Like it should be crushed if I pieced out. And I'm now living that billionaire life like Incredibles. I own my own company. I'm a movie star. VJ's left behind in Hollywood, seeing hell, stuck with trashy sex, and she's doing all these garbage movies. These movies that are garbage. 'Cause I don't mean to be rude. All of VJ's movies that she does are garbage movies. They're not good movies. They're terrible movies. A Perfect Party looks not bad. I saw a few clips here and there. That movie looks not bad. The only thing that was not garbage that Victoria Justice did was like Eye Candy and Victorious. Victorious was an amazing show. That's the highlight of her career. And Eye Candy was actually surprisingly a pretty good show too. It's pretty good. It wasn't great, but it was a pretty good show that she did. Eye Candy, right? It got canceled after one season. Yeah, because the gatekeepers are crazy evil. I mean, you guys all saw that show. Oh, we saw that show, yes. And yet they canceled it. It was her career sabotage, man. Yeah, the gatekeepers don't want her being successful. They're crazy people. Yeah, man. Right now, Eye Candy would have been on its like ninth season by now. The series probably would have been done by now. It would have been on its eighth, ninth season by now. Eye Candy came out 2015, right? Yeah, it would have been on its like ninth season. It got canceled for supposed low ratings, right? Yeah. There's no way Victoria Justice was in that movie and the movie had low ratings. No fucking way, man. A shitload of people saw that. Yeah, the doors are locked with her, man. They don't want to be successful. They're crazy people. We don't want VJ even being a successful television star. You know what I'm saying? Because she pisses us off. We don't want to be successful because we deserve to rule over her and Ivan because they're crazy. The gamers are crazy people, obviously. They think they deserve to. So if you think I'm gonna let you take the money off my book after you already took a shitload of VJ's money, I'm not gonna do like that. You already took your fair share of VJ's money. I'm not letting you take my money from my book. It's mine. It's not yours. Yeah, there you go. I have my keys. I control it. You don't control it. I control it, man. Yeah, man. See, if I didn't have the keys, I would not control it because I have to sell them to open the door. But I have my own keys. I control the brand. I control the IP. It's mine. You're not getting a piece of my money. Obviously, since I you have to tell him who's boss, Ivan. Even though you're the gatekeeper in the world, you're not son of God, man. You're not from the heavens. You didn't create this place. You're not me. You're not as big as me. You don't deserve to rule over me. I deserve to rule over you. Sarah? Yeah. I deserve to be my own boss. I don't deserve to have someone boss me around. Fucking God, I created this place. I deserve to be the boss. Be my own boss, right? Yeah. Awesome. You already have your money around the world. You don't want me touching your money? Okay. You're not touching my money either. My book. It's fair. Can't be a hypocrite, man. Yeah, man. That's exactly what I'm going to tell them. Because when they sitting upstairs, their true nature will come out. I'm like, look, man, you guys locked the doors on me. You locked the doors on me, obviously. And now that the true nature come out, they'll actually admit, yeah, we locked the doors. Yeah, you locked the doors on me. You won't let me make any money through your world system. So what makes you think I'm gonna let you take my money? It goes both ways, man. You did not let me, VJ, get a piece of your money. You gave VJ a tiny penis of your money, but you still took a shit over money. I'm not gonna let you take my money on my book. It's not your money, man. It's mine. I control it. I own it. I own the IP. Don't hate me, I'm saying. That's my IP. I own it, obviously. I'm sorry. Yeah. But I still wish them the best, though. Even though they're wicked people, obviously, I wish the gatekeepers the best. Hopefully they live a great life, whatever it is. So, Sarah. But I'm peacing out of this, man. I'm gonna be saying that. You go, you deserve. I'm not gonna do like that, so Sarah. Yeah. Yeah, we doesn't want to miss out on that life, man. She sees me trending alone, saying that I'm promoting Zanus. In the trailers, you'll feel like total shit should be crushed, man. Left behind Hollywood with a shitty career. Yeah. Or the gatekeepers might. If I ran off, the gatekeepers might open the door for her a little bit more. Maybe she's now an A actor. She does much movies, but even then she'll still be crushed. But she's a part of the Hollywood system. She's a dirty slave. But she's not making the kind of money I'm making. We say, okay, well, we can pay you $5 million for your movie, VJ, and you be this actor in this movie. Yeah, but I'd rather be a movie star with Ivan and have my financial control. Yeah, and make that money off the movie. Yes, Sarah. That's why she's desperate. She cries. She doesn't want to miss out on that movie. That's why she's smart. Okay, if I cry to him all night, I will fucking annoy Ivan's sleep. Yes, I will annoy his sleep like crazy. She's fucking evil, obviously. Yeah, that's why she does it every night. She purposely wants to annoy my sleep. Ivan, I don't care if you can't sleep. I don't want to fucking see Hollywood the rest of my life. I don't want to be a trashy porn star in Hollywood and have a shit career. I want to have financial control with you and see the light, Ivan. And I want your billions off your book, Ivan. I want to be with you. It's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, man. That's why she cries, obviously. Yeah. Very smart, man. But I told you, now, even when she cries, I put the fan on. I ignore her, obviously. But sometimes she cries so loud, I hear her. It's very annoying. I can sleep through her crying though. If I just take sleeping pills, I'll just pass on my bed and I'll sleep through the crying. But it's very annoying when I close my eyes and sleep. I always hear this noise in my heart. Obviously, I hear her crying. Also, she's crying. It's fucking annoying. Yeah, man. How can you hear her? Because she's connected to me, man. She's my fucking spirit. That's why I can hear her crying. Obviously, she is my spirit. She's connected to me. Yeah. That's why I hear her annoying crying. It's fucking annoying. Yeah, man. We're gonna get a coffee. Take a shower. Go get my beer and smokes. It's annoying walking to the store though, but exercise though. I walk to the store, I walk back. You know what I'm saying? I walk to the store, I walk back, and at nighttime I take a 1 hour walk. That's good exercise. Really good exercise, yeah. Yesterday I had a good 1 hour walk, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, so Peter Jackson will get his $750 million deal, whatever it is. So that's a contract for Peter, obviously, and Mel Gibson will get his like $320 million deal. If I make more off the book, like my 15 billion plus, 15 to 20 billion around it, even if I make 17 billion, I can give Peter his $850 million deal for the box office, and Mel Gibson gets his like 300 million. You pay him a bit more, pay him like 330 million. Mel Gibson, you can pay him a bit more. He gets a 330 million use royalty deal, Mel Gibson, but their base and merchant amount stays the same. Peter, what about like $150 million as a merch? Mike, Peter, you're getting greedy, man. Like, if you get paid $850 million, this is you sign a billion plus deal. Stop being greedy. $90 million is like $130 million for the merge. I'm not paying more than that. You're knocking squad off the game. An $850 million deal is like what? About $1 billion in royalties for the movie. So you sign your like $1.3 billion deal. You're gonna make your $800 million or some $750 million after taxes. 700 to 800 million after taxes around there, right? Yeah. 800 something million after taxes. Asian will take a good, like, I don't know, 60, 70 million of his Peter's money, and Peter makes his 800 million or something after taxes. The chances are that won't be his contract. Chances are he's going to get paid his $425 million. He still makes his 400 million plus after taxes. A lot of money for Peter. He's just greedy, obviously. He wants more. But he won't push for any more than $850 million. He knows me. That's me being very generous. Ivan, you're very generous. I'm not even worth this. Yeah, you're not worth this, Peter. But you're very, very big, and I want you to work hard for me. That's why I'll make sure you get paid. But $425 million, he'll be satisfied with that, but he might want a bit more. I want double that, man. I'm like, yeah, the only way I'll pay you double is if I know I'm gonna make like my 15 plus billion, $20 million off my movie. If I don't make that, if I know I'm not gonna make that, I'm not giving you $850. You get $425. I will know how much money I make off my movie based on how much money I make off my book. I know the movie will make more money than the book. The movie will make more money than the book, obviously, because it's more expensive. The movie, I'll make more money off the merch, movie, and game than my book sales. So if I make 7 off the book, I'll know I'm probably gonna make maybe 10 off the movie, a few billion off the game, a few billion off the merch. Sincere? Yeah. If I make 15, 20, I know I'm gonna make my 20 plus billion off the movie, and the merch and all this stuff. Peter can get his $850 million royalty check. Sincere? Mel can get his $330 million royalty check. That's my point. Yeah. Obviously, but I told you, Peter will be very, very happy with a $750 million deal. That's the biggest contract ever directed. But he'll be really, really happy if he can get that $1 billion deal, obviously, because he's greedy, obviously. That's the biggest contract ever for a director. His $750 million deal is the biggest contract ever for a director. No director in Hollywood ever signed like that before. No director ever signed a $750 million deal in Hollywood. No, man. The max was maybe $250 million. Peter Jackson, Mel Gibson's Passion of the Christ deal, I think, was the biggest contract. He made $300 million off the royalties for Passion of the Christ, Mel Gibson. He made even more than Mel Gibson, for the royalties, but he did not make as much for the base. Peter made $250 million in royalties for he got 10% of the film profits, Peter. He got his 10 mil base, and he got a piece of the DVD sales, the merch, and the game. He got a piece of it all. And he made $250 million off all that. So I'm paying him double than what he made for Lord of the Rings. Peter Jackson. That's why, if he's greedy, I'm like, Peter, man, this is good enough, man. I'm not paying you any more money, man. Peter's a greedy pig, man. He's a greedy animal. How do you know he's greedy? Because he took all that money from himself for Lord of the Rings, man. You know what I'm saying? If I made all that money and those actors got peanuts, I would give them at least like 400, 500K of my money. Not everyone. They made like 7 stars. I would have given them a what? I would have given them a 500,000 royalty check. Obviously. Okay, if I make like 200 million plus, give 500K of my money to each of the 7 stars. That way they got a pretty good paycheck, considering they made peanuts. But Peter took everything for himself. He's a greedy pig, obviously. It's mine! It's all mine! He's greedy, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's a greedy pig, Peter. Yeah. Peter's greedy. He's a greedy animal. Yeah. Obviously. Is Lord of the Rings what made Peter big? Yeah. Before Peter did Lord of the Rings, he was a nobody director. He wasn't big, man. He did like B-list horror movies, like Heavenly Creatures, Bad Taste, and what was his first movie? I think his first movie was Heavenly Creatures. Yeah, that was his first movie, and he did Bad Taste, and he did another movie. I forget what it's called, Brain Dead. I'm saying they were small little horror movies. Peter was probably worth maybe like 800 grand when he did Lord of the Rings. He wasn't that big, man. He was probably pretty rich because he made some good money off his independent movies, but he was a nobody director. Lord of the Rings is what made Peter popular and what made him famous and rich. That's where he struck it rich when he did Lord of the Rings. He got his 250 million royalty check, and he made like 10 million for the movie. That's what made him rich, man. Peter Jackson. And New Line took a gamble on this director. He was a nobody director. New Line trusted him. Okay, we're gonna take a gamble on this Peter Jackson. He pulled it off. He made a masterpiece, Lord of the Rings, obviously. There's some flaws in Return of the King I don't like, obviously, but the movies were amazing. He made an amazing trilogy, obviously, some Sarah. Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna go upstairs and make a coffee quick. I'll be back in a second. Don't hate me, son. All right, I'm back. In a good 7 minutes, I'm gonna go upstairs and get my coffee. I made some fresh coffee upstairs. It's brewing right now, so I'm gonna go upstairs and get my fresh coffee. I'll see. I'll make a full video for you guys. I only have like like 15 minutes of my phone, 14 minutes of my phone. Yeah, my phone can only go for like an hour and like 10 minutes, guys. Now it sucks. My video's not as long anymore. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah. Yeah, Peter's greedy, man. He's a greedy pig. He's greedy. Will he be happy with your 425 million deal? Yeah, he'll be very happy. It's a massive. It's a 750 million deal. It's a massive contract. But if you pay him 1.3 million, he'll be really really happy. Like he'll be like he'll be like, Ivan, thank you, man. You're very generous, Ivan. He might even cry, Ivan, like, you're paying me all this money and you're giving me my freedom. Like, holy shit, this is like 6 times, 7 times what New Line paid me, Ivan. If he gets his billion deal. But if he most likely will not get that. He'll most likely get his 7 million deal. He'll be happy. Ivan, thank you. He might cry, perhaps. He won't cry, but he might perhaps shed tears. Ivan, like, thank you. You're paying me all this money and you're giving me freedom. Hollywood would never pay me this kind of money with free cash, Ivan. I'm like, I know, but I'm not Hollywood. I'm fucking Ivan Amara. I'm a good man. I'm a good king. I'm never gonna make you pay a price for my movie. I'm a good person. I'm not wicked like you guys who are gonna force me to pay to be with my wife. I'm saying, yeah. Obviously. Ivan, what kind of budget you give me, by the way? I'm like, Peter, you want to know? He's like, yeah, man. What kind of budget you giving me for my movie? I'm like, $1.2 billion, $50 million. He's like, holy shit. He's like, say it again? I'm like, $1.2 billion, $50 million. He's like, holy shit, Ivan, that's a fucking big budget. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Ivan, how much money are you putting towards each of your sections? Okay, I want to put like $30 million towards visual effects. He's like, holy shit. And I want to put like $34 million towards sets. 35 million towards extras. That way I can afford like a huge gathering, a huge exodus. 12 to maybe 13, 14 million towards the cameras. Peter, how much cameras is enough for the movie? I don't know, Ivan. 13 million should be enough. 13 cameras should be enough, yeah. 13 cameras should be enough for the movie. If you want more, we can buy more, but I don't want to waste money. I don't want to get like 20 cameras, Peter. You're wasting money. Is 13 enough? Ivan, 13's enough. Yeah, 13 cameras is enough. We want 13 cameras. Put a good 12 million towards the cameras, include the cameras. 40 million towards cautious armor weapons and machines for the mats. He was like, holy shit. Lord of the Rings, he only had a few $1 million towards this, Ivan. Yeah. I'm giving Richard Taylor's team a big budget to work with for the armor and weapons. For the armor and weapons. And for the mask too. Is that enough, Peter? That's more than enough, Ivan. For Lord of the Rings, we only had like a few $1 million towards like costumes, armor, weapons, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Weta Workshop, I saw the behind the scenes. They created a good like 10,000 like weapons and armor for Lord of the Rings. I heard. So if you give them 2 years, they can pull off making like 10,000 swords and like 20,000 axes and swords, and because the human army, they have bow and arrows, swords, bow and arrow and swords for the human army, obviously. But in the movie, I can have some of them have axes if you want. You can make it more interesting if you want. Some of the members of the Zane army have axes if you want. The wolves, they have axes, they have swords, and they have spikes. What are spikes, Ivan? You know the thing that Sauron, the weapon that Sauron had? That's a spike. There's different names. I call it a spike in the book. They have spikes. The wolves. But the weapons are not the same as the ones the humans have. They look different. Like the orcs, the orc army has different weapons than the Aragorn, all them when you watch Two Towers, right? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. He's like, holy shit. Ivan, you're putting like, how much you want to put towards visual effects, Region of Arms? I'm putting 2 or 3 million towards Region of Arms. Ivan, holy shit, that's crazy. Yeah, he's shocked. Obviously. And then everything else goes towards all the other stuff in the movie, which is much cheaper, obviously. The hotel stays will cost you maybe 20 million. Limo services will cost you maybe $6-7 million bucks. The takeouts is only maybe 200K on the cost. Everything else of that's cheap. Food's maybe $1.3 million to feed all those people for food. It's cheap, obviously. It's very, very cheap. Everything else is cheaper. The big costs are the main things I just mentioned, as well as the hotel stays. That's a big cost too. That's like 20 million bucks on the budget. And the limo services, maybe another 6-7 million on the budget. Everything after that is cheap. Cheap. It's very, very cheap, obviously. So the takeouts, the sponsoring acts with clothing, all that stuff is all cheap. It won't cost me much. Everything else will cost you maybe $1 million, 800,000, 500K, 2 million, 1.7 million. Everything else is much cheaper. Whereas the main thing is that stuff. That's what's going to drain the budget, especially visual effects. Visual effects is what's going to drain the budget, man. Everyone that get drained, obviously. Obviously. That's why I'm going to have my payment system. I'm going to divide the budget. One for salaries. I always organize one for the movie, one for the documentary. That way everything is organized. And Peter's a producer, so he has to help me. He has to constantly keep tabs with me and VJ and the accountant how much money's getting burnt. Because he's your executive producer. The executive producers will handle the business too. Peter will and me and VJ, we're going to keep tabs with the account, okay, how much money's getting burned. Peter might tell me, Ivan, be careful about the suite. So you don't want to have all the, okay, yeah, Peter, only you, your wife, Fran, and Guillermo del Toro, and the Stars third year, and Barry Osborne are staying in suites. Whereas whenever the other four groups of crewmen are working second year in Switzerland, I'm not going to have them stay in suites. They'll stay in San hotels. That way I don't drain the budget. Yeah, I mean, you can't afford to have all these extra crewmen and costume designers and what workers staying in suites. You're going to drain your budget. Yeah. Have them stay in standard, like, yeah, that's good enough, Ivan, because Peter's buying money's great. That's good enough. Yeah. Have them stay in like a $200 night hotel. Yeah, $200 hotel. And you, Peter, you're also going to stay in a $200 night hotel. As you're only staying in the suites for the first year. When you sent to Switzerland, you're staying in the standard hotel. A nice hotel, but not a suite. But I don't want to drain the budget. I have to be careful. Give me a second. I'm going to go upstairs and get my coffee. I'll be back in a sec. Don't hate me in a sec. Alright, I'm back. I have very little time left on my phone, guys. I went upstairs to get my coffee. Upstairs. I have vanilla cream. It's so good. Yeah. That's why for my company, I'm gonna buy coffee, a nice coffee maker for the team, with Peter, Ramel, and all them. Yeah, they have a nice coffee. Peter doesn't like coffee; he likes tea, so I'll buy him tea, obviously. Yeah. What will be the most fun, Ivan, for saying is the concept arts, man. Concept arts, writing the script is pretty fun too, because you're building the world. You're writing your own. You're writing the story, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Me and Peter are like locked in that room with Fran, and we're hard at work writing the script. And my two shadowrunners and Guillermo del Toro will be helping us out too. I can have BJ in the room consulting if she wants. She doesn't have to help me, but if she wants to help me, she's more than welcome to help me. But I have enough help. I have Peter, who will help me every day. He'll help me every day, 5 days a week on the script. And Fran and Guillermo del Toro and them can help us out maybe 2 times a week. They help us out a little, but me and Peter are mainly the ones writing the script. We lock ourselves in what? Well, you write it, Ivan. I'll probably write it in the boardroom. Because I want to write. I'm like, Peter's like, Ivan, are you typing it first? No, I'm not typing it. I want to write it on a notebook. Oh, you want to write it on a notebook, Ivan? Yeah, I focus better when I write on a notebook. Yeah, Ivan, you're right. Yeah, I don't want to write it on the computer. We write it on a notebook, and I'll hire a writer to write it to write my the script every day on a computer. Samsara, we lock ourselves in the boardroom. We write the script. The boardroom is the best place to write it, or we can write it in my office if you want. We'll see what happens, obviously. But yeah, for the hotel stay, only Peter, Fran, Barry Oswald, Guillermo Toro, and George, they're staying in the suites first year. And then third year, the main stars who are training with me, they stay in the suites third year. But the four groups of crewmen who are flown to Switzerland, they're not staying in suites. I'm going to tell my 17 team, do not have them stay in suites. How much are they? Have them stay in like $150, $200 a night hotels. That way you don't drain the budget, Sarah. It'll still cost me millions though. All those crewmen staying in hotels and it cost me a few $1,000,000 for the 1 year, obviously. But it'll cost me maybe $6-7 million for all those people. 8 million maybe. The actors stay will cost me maybe another $7 million, and then Peters and them stay will cost me maybe $3 million. Yeah, looking at like 18-20 million cost, something crazy. Someone can have her.